Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the third episode of Yuuki Yuuna wa Yuusha de Aru Yuusha no Shou. So, in the last episode, it was essentially Operation Rescue Togo. Everyone got their fairies back, and they were able to go outside the boundary, and as a result, the tracking thing on their phone was working, so they were able to locate Togo and rescue her. Although only really Yuuki was the one that actually full-on got to Togo and pulled her out. Which I think ended up being a bad thing for Yuuki later on, but getting a bit ahead of myself. So they were able to rescue Togo, brought her to the hospital, and we had a very happy reunion. But, you know, the reveal of the mark on Yuuna kind of ruined that a little bit. But I have a couple of theories on what that really means. Either A, Yuuna basically replaced Togo as the sacrifice, but I don't think that's the case because everyone kind of was on the same page explaining to Togo, hey, no, it's fine, the fires died down, you don't have to worry about it anymore. No more sacrifices needed. And the reveal of the mark was done when Yuuna was by herself. Those two things lead me to believe that theory might not be correct. And my second theory is that it's like a curse, a punishment for stealing Togo away. Those are the only two theories I can come up with. They're probably both wrong, but that's all I got, so let's get into the next episode and find out. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, yeah, that is the tree Shinju-sama. Is it Christmas time? It's really fitting, but was not expecting that. Yeah. Oh, wow. As expected of Togo. I wouldn't... We still don't know what's going to happen, so I wouldn't look forward to anything too much. Who else would it be? I don't think we had any Christmas episodes in the first season, did we? I love that enthusiasm, Togo. Yeah, but we can't forget about that. Which is why it's hard to enjoy the happy atmosphere they were having there. But of course Yuuna can act all happy in spite of that, because she is Yuuna and she can do that. If Togo knew about that, things would be very different, though. I do want her to open up to her friends about that, because I assume she's told nobody about it. She was by herself when she got the mark, so it's not like they would have seen it pop up on her or anything. And it's easily concealable by clothing. Which is why the reveal was done in the shower, obviously. Because that'd be the only real way to do it, unless you want to, Yuuna just randomly pull down some clothing. Which would be a bit odd. But I'm not sure what they would do to deal with that problem. Like, rescuing Togo is as simple as, you know, finding Togo and bringing her back, but I'm not sure how you would cleanse that curse or whatever that is. I'm not even sure what to call it. I guess just call it a mark. Very vague description. Get off me, Yuuna. It's fine. Meanwhile, Togo on the computer. I know, right? If anyone had a tough week, it was Togo. A bit. Okay, it's a little bit too far there, Togo. Meanwhile, Cnouki not a care in the world back there. I think that was translated as girl power in the first season. This is the version I watched. It was the same thing. Got you figured out. Yeah, but you're in it. That's the important thing. Yeah, now that you have your voice. Just let her have this. Best condition. But you need the alpha waves. And the supplements. Both of them. Naturally, your friends can pick up on something's wrong. Because she was always also kind of acting like this when she lost her taste. Oh, Jesus! I was not ready for that face. But naturally, Togo would be concerned for Yuuna. What are you doing to my body? The fact that she said that while they were on screen made it a little bit better. More imagination. Your hand's gonna get tired. Is she gonna say something? Come on, Yuuna, tell them. They're gonna find it eventually. Man, even I can tell something's up with you when you're talking like that. Sure, why not? What? Is she worried about it spreading to them? Oh yeah, I remember that story from ReZero. I assume it's the same one. Not that ReZero invented it, just it was the only time I've seen it. I still don't know what it is though, so I'm not sure what her concern is there. Okay, I think we're getting an explanation. So I guess my first theory was right. Of course it would sound too foreign to Togo. She really does have a great bunch of friends. Man, this tone shift. Because that's usually how it goes. I mean, that is kind of bad, but I think Yuuna has bigger problems right now. Poor Itsuki. Yeah, what's up with the hand? I was about to ask. I don't think that's the issue at all. And yeah, that's probably not safe. I mean, Nogi suffered worse. I almost sneezed there. You really should take your hand out of there, Nogi. Okay, is she finally gonna confide in her friends about this? At least one of them. The leader, naturally. The club president, rather. It would, wouldn't it? Unless Soga was the love she was referring to, which would be more likely. Why does that keep happening every time she starts to bring it up? I mean, it almost reminds me of ReZero whenever Subaru started to tell somebody about his return by death. I'm sure that's what it is. I want details. Yeah, he won't want you to lose your voice again. Because she keeps bringing that up, I feel like she's not going to be able to see it. For one reason or another. Why is this scene making me a little bit nervous? Okay, so does she really have a mark on her as well? I mean, surely the fairy protected her. That's what they're there for, but... I'm really confused about what's going on, I'm not gonna lie. Man, he's just always chewing on something. I really don't know what to say because I'm just so confused in so many ways. The fairies are supposed to protect them from that type of stuff. Unless a curse disable that, but... And why would it be on the others besides Yuuna? I just don't understand a lot of this. Yeah, that's one way to put it. I noticed how Yuuna's in the back. Yeah, I didn't think she would die from this. That's a big concern here, I guess. I don't think alpha waves can solve all problems. Yeah, that's what I'm confused about as well. I'm glad I'm not alone in this. So it clearly has to do with the mark responsible for the fairy not doing what it needs to do. Hey, National Defense Mask cannot be silenced. Just make sure to look both ways before you cross. I mean, that was the reason why I didn't have much of a reaction to the car hit thing, is because I figured the fairy would have protected her from it. I mean, how many times did Togo try to kill herself in the first season? I love it's like a bullseye the way she's drawn it. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's probably why Nogi got hurt as well. So it has affected everyone, not just her. Nogi. Wonder if the volleyball incident was part of this curse. Eavesdrop in. Itsuki's such a good little sister. But yeah, it's gotta make her feel a little bit bad as well. I'm still not completely used to hearing Itsuki speak. Naturally. It's an older sister's job to worry about her little sister, though. Especially when their parents are out of the picture. That's what she wanted to hear. Yes, something very fun together. And I can understand why Yuuna wouldn't want to walk in on that and interrupt. I hope she doesn't leave without going in at all, though. Mentions Yuuna last. They even got the Santa hats on. A bit surprising. I know, right? And apparently, yeah, Yuuna did leave. Yeah, I've got my little sister here. She was going to be, but things happened. I like the animation on the snow footprint, though. Like it has 2 U's up there, and yet you'd add 1 U in the regular subs. Consistency, ladies and gentlemen. Have you? There's some really nice lights. I like the blue color. You know, despite being a Christmas episode, this really isn't all that cheery. Man, it's really hard to see Yuuna like this. Man, that last scene. Yuuna just doesn't know what to do, and Yuuna values the happiness and safety of her friends above anything else. And what? So that was the third episode of Yuusha no Shou. And in this episode, we definitely found out some more about exactly what that curse thing is. It was my first theory, essentially, that she essentially took the burden from Togo and is now the sacrifice, pretty much. But she's able to do this duty outside of the boundary, I guess. But that's not even the biggest problem for her, at least. It's like starting to affect the others. It seems like what they're doing here is... It's similar to ReZero, how Subaru couldn't tell people about his return by death thing, or there were consequences. She can't tell anyone about her new duty. Otherwise, the mark just kind of appears on them and they start to suffer some unfortunate events. Like Nogi burning her hand. Although that was funny when Nogi just sticks her hand in her fairy's mouth and is like, Schrodinger's cat, you know, if you can't see my hand, you don't know if it's burnt or not. So that was kind of funny. But on a much less funny note, she ended up attempting to tell Fu again about it, which made it even stronger on her, causing her to get into a serious accident, a car accident. And so basically Yuna's in a terrible position right now where she can't even tell anyone about what's happening to her. And you can tell the emotional strain on her is pretty bad right now. And you even had her looking at like the tenets of the club, where it's like, if you're in trouble, talk to someone about it, and she can't even do that. She tried to tell them in the form of a riddle, which they didn't seem to pick up on the intent of that at all. Which I don't blame them. It would be kind of hard to, unless you knew everything that the audience knows. We also got some nice scenes between Itsuki and Fu in the hospital room, where Itsuki is really trying to step up and be the big sister for a change because Fu is the one that's in need here. And Yuuna was going to go into the hospital room, but decided against it and just kind of running around, confused and alone, and just really sad, and it's so difficult to watch. I don't really know how you deal with the situation, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I hope this ends well, but I can't really imagine how... It was a Christmas episode, though. Not that really made it all that much more cheery, but it was nice, I guess, seeing them do all the decorations and stuff. So, let me know what you thought of the anime. What you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.